the time on. I'm gonna enunciate a little bit. So oh, you already started?
Oh, you saying I look.
Oh.
You know, I'm darker than you, so I gotta.
You funny motherfucker, man.
I did to clap this episode.
Oh, you.
Welcome back.
You a motherfucker, bro. That's fun.
Hey, you done cussed in the first 2 seconds.
Man, we got an intro.
You right.
We got an intro.
But nah, welcome back to another episode of Kicking the Podcast. It's your boy SOSA.
It's your boy Luke, man.
Hey, man.
We back.
Yeah, we back with another, we back with another episode, man, you know.
We just, man, I want to let y'all know something, man. We've been doing some digging.
Hey, I'm gonna be right back.
Nah, man, we've been doing some digging. There's this rabbit hole that we've been going down, and this rabbit hole has shown us a lot of things. That boy bringing out the flaming hot Funyuns.
Nah,
I
got the munchies a little bit.
Nah, and it's okay. It's okay. And listen now, because if this goes viral, this video contract, like, hey, Funyuns, if that sales go up just because of us, we would appreciate a cut. You know, this is just a request. You know, it's on camera. And it is what it is. I'm not even planning about that. Like, who knows what might happen here.
Nah, we kicking it for real. We eating chips on the podcast.
Nah,
we kicking it for real, man.
You ever seen anybody do that? Nah, I don't. Niggas drink water. They drink water on the podcast. They don't get no chips.
I think they too scared.
They too
for
scared.
copyright infringements.
Well, you know what?
But we're not doing nothing wrong.
No.
I feel like copyright comes in effect when you misrepresenting the brand.
You doing exactly what you're supposed to do. You doing exactly what you're supposed to do.
I'm for real. I'm enjoying these while I'm doing my job right now.
Exactly.
This is what y'all want.
Exactly. But down to the nitty gritty, man. Listen.
Yeah. You were talking about that rabbit hole.
We were going down this rabbit hole, and the reason that I call this specific thing that I'm about to talk about a rabbit hole is because before January, I wasn't really as hip to Jay Prince as I should have been, right? So for some reason, like recently, I literally looked up like more on, you know what it was? When Drake said link it with the ops, yeah, I did that shit for Jay Prince, and then I'm like, it's like, I'm wondering like, dang, everybody be talking about Jay Prince, like who really is Jay Prince?
Who is this guy?
Man, it's an OG, that's all I gotta say. From what I've seen, from the research that I've done, he's simply put, is an OG of the game. It's an OG of the game, and he makes things happen. And right now, he's got something going on with Offset. He's got something going on with Offset, man, and it stems from things that we currently don't really know in depth. But the way things are going, it looks like things is about to start coming to light.
Did you ever look at that video where it said Cardi B responded?
It wasn't a video. She tweeted, and all she pretty much said was like, I ain't much gonna lie. She treating it like it's an internet beef. But I don't think that's what Jay Prince's head is anymore. I don't think that's what his head is anymore. I think that when he said in the video, he was like, nah, I don't want no trouble. Peace. That was him saying, now this is all I have to say about it. After this, there's gonna be action. However, Cardi B came back, she said, no, you need to show receipts on everything you said. And for those who don't know, everything he said was, one of the things he mentioned was,
he mentioned Cardi B's name.
He mentioned Cardi B's name, most definitely. And the thing that he said about Cardi B was that Offset asked low-key for protection when she performed in LA, because of a word she said, and it kind of had some controversy behind it, and she was kind of in some shit. I don't know if he said flu or fluke. I'm not sure how to it was fluke, right? I think the captions just kind of messed it up because it was the caption of the video too.
I think it was flu, because don't get on my ass. Like, this is just, I think it's like a diss to say like Flu Fleming or some shit like that. Like, it's like some gang shit.
Ah, she said that shit.
Yeah,
she
so
was in LA.
yeah, like flu was just part of the rest of the word, but yeah, it's I actually kind of heard about that.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, that was, if she did say that, then yeah, that was, well, apparently she did say that, so that was,
so boom,
some game
that's
shit.
what he said about her. And then it all stems from, because, and it, bro,
Hold on, I'm gonna be back again.
nah, you good. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Nah, I'll grab it. A bottle of water? Yeah. Ah, appreciate you, man. Good. Real friends. I think that's how Kanye said it, the way how it went. But yeah, man. It's all this whole thing with the Migos, man, because I was listening to the Migos back in 2013 when they was first getting signed to Coach P and P and Coach K. So it's like, it's almost like when they make the movie about them, you know how people was like, damn, Straight Outta Compton came out, people was like, damn, I was there when that shit happened. 2 seconds. Facts. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Damn, I was there when that shit happened. That's crazy. It's like, bro, when they make, because Migos going, especially how it's going now, oh, they gonna get a movie.
Yeah.
They gonna get a movie, dog, because the way the falling outs are happening, and it's like you got Offset down there like Ice Cube, and it's coming to the, nah, man, they fucking with contracts. Well, they fucking with contracts. We need to get out of here. And apparently,
I ain't gonna lie, Quavo, definitely Dr. Dre. Quavo is definitely Dr. Dre.
Exactly. So it's like, bruh, history really repeats itself, bro. History really repeats itself. Now we got all this. Next thing you know, boom. Rest in peace of Takeoff, but somebody dies. Like Eazy-E. Now it's just, but his death kind of brought NWA low-key back together. But the way things are going right now, Quavo is completely silent. This man in social media is silent, bro.
I'm surprised to see him performing.
He is social media silent. All he's doing is performing. Whatever they say about him, he's not even giving out opinions about it. He's not even giving out his side of stories, nothing. He's just silent, bro. And it's like, if there's gonna be any truth, it's probably gonna come from him. If he ever speaks about it.
So, with the J Prince shit, and on the Drink channels, he pretty much was saying that that when Quavo tells his side of the story, he gonna pretty much be saying what J Prince said. But the whole time J Prince is pretty much blaming somebody that's low key like a brother to Quavo for it. He's trying to blame, I don't know if y'all saw the video, but the guy that was holding the gun in the video, that's who J Prince trying to blame. I ain't finna say nobody naming them, but the guy that was on the video that was supposedly with the Migos that had the gun out the whole time, J Prince trying to blame him.
Yeah, if anything, they can go see the interview.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all go watch that shit.
$1 million worth of game.
That's what it is. Yeah, $1 million worth of game.
But at the end of the day, it's like, I don't really think that's J Prince's place to expose somebody for quote unquote being a snitch. Because at the end of the day, it is still an open case. So you exposing him for snitching. One, that's snitching because that information is not even really public yet. Now you got the whole police report.
Mm-hmm.
So for you to get the police report, you had to go, you or somebody had to go down to the station and get the police report. Again, the same thing we was talking about with 1090 Jake, like, is what you kind of do for content, not snitching, like you going through people paperwork, this, that, and the third. It's like when you go to digging up to throw somebody up under the dirt.
But wasn't people like low key kind of blaming the fact that the princes was supposed to be the ones who was holding it down, and like it was low? Wasn't people like kind of sort of blaming him, blaming them, and like the sons for it?
They were
that probably would prompted him.
No,
like, nah, let me go get the paperwork. Then let's see what people saying.
They were blaming him for the simple fact of that this usually always happens at their dice games. And that's
so
one of the things.
Repetitive thing.
That's one of the things they were trying to highlight on $1 Million Worth of Game. That every time these situations happen, it had nothing to do with the dice game. When they were R.I.P. Duke the Jeweler, they said his situation didn't even happen around him. He was leaving from a party and he got, killed. They trying to say the thing with Takeoff, that had nothing to do with the dice game. Like they wasn't even rolling dice when that happened. So it's like what the public, I ain't saying what the public really felt, but a lot of people felt, how is it that somebody that was with y'all killed him and y'all was supposed to be protecting them? That's what the whole thing was.
That was.
And that's why Jay Prince is trying to,
he pretty much trying to clear that shit.
He trying to clear that shit by saying, look, everybody that was with us, they knew what the protocol was. He stepped out of line and they stepped out of line. But he stepped out of line first.
Cause I remember he said something, he was like, in the report, you saying that like you knew they had guns and stuff, but then you hit them first. Why would you hit somebody first when you know they got a gun? If anything, that's what started everything. You don't hit nobody with no gun because they gonna respond with that gun.
And I get that. But if he hit, now he trying to say he hit him with the gun. That's what he was trying to say. He hit him with the gun. But again, if your people know he with the people that's with us, he hit one of us with a gun because of the argument that we had with his dog. That's with us. And he with him. It's like, why does it even get to the point where it feel like anybody got to pull out a gun?
Shit. Now,
that's the thing, like, and it shouldn't have even went there at all. Even if you hit somebody, bro, you should have knew it wasn't that big of a deal. Because, like, I heard it on video. Somebody said, I apologize, big bro. I ain't even mean it like that. And Quavo said, man, I don't even play like that. A few seconds later, that's when he said, man, let me get out of here before I hurt somebody. Apparently, that's when dude struck him. Like, as soon as after Quavo said that, apparently that's when he, like, hit whoever, and then you hear the gunshots going on. But the only person who could have shot was, like, this ain't no conspiracy theory. This just, like, based on who they said was the shooters. They said it was fucking 3 guns, I think, that got fired that night. As soon as somebody from Jay Prince's side get hit, bullets start flying. So who's shooting first? The nigga that just hit you, or y'all? So at the end of the day, whether he hit him with a gun or hit him with his fist, y'all still shot first. That's on y'all, bro. You can't put that on him. He making a statement because he's a shooter in the situation. He has to make a statement. He's on camera doing it. He got to make a statement. That's not snitching. He's making a statement and he's saying what happened. He's a fucking shooter, bro. And he ain't killed Takeoff. So of course I would. Why would I not make a statement and get myself locked up when I could just, hey, this is what happened in my opinion. Of course the nigga might be lying, whatever, because he said they was trying to rob Quavo. I doubt that. Especially if they just won money in the dice game, how that rumor was going around. I doubt they was trying to rob him.
So how you feel about? Because I'll say this about the interview. When Jay, unless he honestly knows what's really going on between them, bringing up the family ties and how, you know, things are going on with their family, that honestly has nothing to do with the case.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with that. I personally don't think that should have even been brought up.
I don't
think that should have been brought up. I don't think that should have been brought up at all.
Talking about when you talk about Offset, right?
Yeah, when he was talking about he was talking about Offset.
Man, nothing to do with that.
So Offset's response, I feel Offset's response, especially in certain aspects, especially when he was like, "Bruh, how you gonna tell me how my relationship was with my family member? Like, you can't tell me that. Like, we probably had problems, but you can't tell me how I was with my family member type stuff." I agree with that specifically, because it's like honestly, no matter what's going on, bro, you can't speak on somebody's family like that, especially when the person that you're talking about is actually dead. The person you're talking about is dead now, so now it's like, now it's not even his word versus yours. It's just yours versus yours. It's just yours versus his, and he's the family member. So it's like, bro, you bringing that up. I know you an OG, so I know you know things. You probably hear things all the time through the grapevine. You feel me? But you bringing that into the fact of, if anybody's to blame, Offset to blame because he should have been there instead of having trouble with his family. Nah, you can't do that. You can't do that. And even if you was right, but you can't put that in Offset head. You can't put that in nobody's head when they just lost somebody. You can't. Just morally, you can't do that. So that shit right there was kind of like, I don't like that. But Offset's response, granted a response back from Jay Prince.
Yep.
And that thing was almost like an old school diss track.
Yeah, Jay.
That man really put out an old school diss track when it was really just a reel on Instagram. And the cover art was Offset, a screenshot of Offset's response. That's the cover art, bro. Jay Prince put out an audiobook, a diss audiobook on Instagram, and the cover of the book was Offset face. Oh, tell me that ain't gangster though. Nah. We back to the fact that listen, I know you're an OG. I'm sorry, that's low key gangster. That's it's funny. It's funny, bro.
You don't think his sons ever tell him, nah, dad, chill?
It's like,
you got some grown ass sons. It's like, nah, dad, we got it. Like that's how I be. It's like, dad, don't.
But man, when you got it in you, bro, it's like, nah. You said something about specifically me and my family. Now I have to be this.
No, but I don't blame nobody in this situation for speaking how they feel.
Mm-hmm. Facts, because everybody has their right point.
Exactly. Everybody got the right to express their opinion. But at the end of the day, I feel like instead of the Prince family trying to clear their name so much, they need to just honestly just be quiet. Like, enough has been said. The person that supposedly killed him is already out on bail. Like, I don't necessarily really see the point of continuing to perplex the situation.
Nah, yeah, that's facts, bro. I completely agree with that. But but you know what? What I was about to say, I retracted, because you said you don't see the need for like all the interviews and stuff, and I was about to say, but you know, that's like low key. That's the new wave now. Like, you got something to say, you get interviewed real quick. You hop on the podcast. It's not even a talk show no more. You getting on the talk show if you dropping an album or a movie. If you got some shit to say, hop on the podcast. But I ain't gonna lie. The way Jay Prince just dropped that shit on Instagram, and that was it. That could be, well, Soulja Boy did it first.
But they could have did.
Soulja Boy was talking shit on the internet.
But they could have did that with the situation at the beginning. They could have just got on social media. Hey, look, from what we heard, one of their guys swung on one of our guys. They did what they did, and that was that. I'm talking about after the guy got arrested.
Mm-hmm.
Like, after he got arrested, y'all could have just told because again, if he gets found guilty, what y'all saying is gonna look like a lie. So whether it's the truth or not, once he was arrested, y'all should have just said it. Y'all should have just went out, boom, said it. Because they got him. From the gun that he had, he fired 9 times. He shot 9 times. The majority of the shells was from his gun. Now, in that police report Jay Prince read, no, he didn't say nothing about that. But when DJ Academics read the affidavit, the shit that's public about it, yeah, it said that he fucking 9 shots was fired out of his gun. From the trajectory that he fired, he shot everybody. So all the people that got hit, that was him. The guy that he trying to blame, the only person he shot at was someone that ran back inside the bowling alley. And I don't know if you watched the whole $1 Million Worth of Game interview. Did you?
Mm-mm.
The son said shots started coming at him while he was in the bowling alley. That's because the dude ran in there. The dude that was with Quavo only shot towards the bowling alley, towards the little nigga.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the fucking shots came from the one that's suspected of killing Takeoff. So he shot everybody else. He literally shot everybody else. How it's like, okay, y'all trying to say this the guy who started, but the guy with y'all shot everybody that got shot.
Mm-hmm.
3 people got shot, he shot all of them. And I'm pretty sure the only way you shoot all of them and not the big ass nigga that was actually had a gun was you're not looking. You are most likely not looking. They said they found a wine bottle that you had when you ran outside, so you was drunk, most likely. It's like you trying to defend this person that clearly did this. It's like, okay, you saying he wasn't a start of it, but you can't say he didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
You never said that he didn't do it. You can't excuse the fact of killing one and shooting 2 others.
I agree, bro. That's facts.
It's like
I ain't trying to agree with you all the time, but no,
understand Jay Prince, you want to get up there and defend themselves, but bro, factually, you should be quiet. And if you was gonna say something, you should have been said something.
Total turn.
Yep, let's do it.
Jay-Z has been named the greatest rapper of all time.
Jay-Z?
Yes.
Like recently, like right now?
I'm looking for the fucking.
What that shit say?
Social media users react to Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter being down. That was an hour ago.
Oh shit, we was talking that whole time though, low key.
Yeah, we was. So I don't know what we probably.
We was living in the real life.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Everybody going. And wait, so
They don't say nothing about YouTube though.
no, just social media. Just social media. Was
So YouTube is not social media? Wow. That's what that means? I didn't know that. I thought I considered YouTube a form of social media. No bullshit.
I think that's what it started as, but now, honestly, bro,
What do you
I feel like it's more network. I feel like it's more like a
It's a form of social media.
It is, but what it's grown into is
It's definitely a separate entity.
It's definitely
it's nothing to do with Facebook, Twitter, all that bullshit.
I don't want to say that it's its own browser, but you know what I mean.
No,
right? It's
that would be the perfect way to describe it. Like,
oh well, then yeah.
Like it would be like its own browser.
That's basically what it is. So but you can literally put YouTube as an icon, as an icon on your desktop.
Because you can get banned off YouTube and still be on Facebook and Instagram.
But damn, so
Facebook,
Instagram shit. That's crazy that we was literally just right here talking. We missed the whole down because people reacting to it. That means it's back up now. Cause how the fuck y'all using Instagram to react to it?
Yeah, we on Instagram.
We using it, but it is what it is. I'm trying to find that shit, bro. It said Jay-Z, greatest rapper of all time. That shit said 2 hours ago. I'm trying to see what the actual magazine was that posted it. Let me.
Because again, stop saying greatest rapper of all time when y'all really saying he's the greatest rapper / businessman of all time. Like, stop saying that. Put another thing on it. Most successful artist of all time. Put that on it. Don't, like, come on, man. Like, bro, I'm just at that point with this stuff. It's like, I don't have it in me no more. It's like, I can't do it. What, we 32 episodes in, 33? Man, I'm burnt, man. I'm tired of telling y'all this, man. Stop it,
Nah,
bro.
man, I'm not going because I can't find it on the
I'm
regular.
gonna tell you a funny story, bro. Not even funny story, but you know I work at Walmart, right? So usually the person cleans up the trash in the parking lot, and they leave the garbage bags in front of the door, so the people could throw it away inside the morning. In this, they put it in a buggy. It was 2 garbage bags, but I noticed some flowers. So I'm like, just me being inquisitive, well, intuitive. I went over there and I'm like, I wanted to look. Like, I know you can always find shit in trash sometimes. I wasn't looking through the trash, but I was like, because the bags was clear, so I'm like, let me see if they left anything. No, because I found $300 in the parking lot I worked for. I just found $5 the other day. Like, listen, I was scavenger hunting that motherfucker at work.
Justified. Gotcha.
Yes. So I look at the flowers, they was perfectly nice. They was like, nothing wrong with the flowers, they was just in the trash. Nothing wrong with the flowers, but they was just in the trash. So I'm like, shit, let me take these. Boom, I took them. Fact. They was nice flowers, but they was just in the trash. The point that I'm trying to make is, bro, Jay-Z is flowers right now. But stop calling him the greatest because he's surrounded by a bunch of trash. Like, don't do that. Of course he gonna stick out. He the richest motherfucker to do this shit for us rappers.
See,
But don't do that. Of course he's gonna look like he's the greatest rapper of all time. Look at him. But no, like, let's not do that.
Billboard
of all people.
Billboard ranks Jay-Z as the greatest rapper of all time.
Source.
I'm on Billboard's Instagram right now.
Nah, but I'm saying, who they asked this?
Bruh,
Who they asked this?
it was probably just like the last time, bro. That shit was probably just a poll. They probably just took a poll. They said, all right, Kendrick Lamar, greatest of the generation. We got that.
But bro, honestly,
we got that.
Kendrick and Jay-Z is like, they the novelty best rappers. Like, they're like the generic best rappers. Like, oh, you want to have a conversation about rap? Oh, I think Jay-Z is the best from back then and Kendrick is the best right now.
You know who I've been listening to lately that I don't know if I put him in my top 5.
It don't matter because Kendrick and Jay-Z the best rappers, so it don't matter who you listen to.
Nah, we already said commercial wise. Okay, that's what that's for the billboards. That's for commercial. Okay. However,
okay, and I got a point after you say what you said.
However, Kodak Black, man. I used to be a fan of Kodak Black, and the reason I say I used to be a fan, not because I stopped being a fan, but now I realize I actually wasn't really a fan of Kodak Black, man, until I really started really understanding that guy and his music and stuff, and like what he did, bro, and where he came from and where he is now. It's like, why he know? If not all time, generation. We talked about Future so much. Why not Kodak?
Oh yeah, Kodak influenced a lot of young niggas.
Kodak?
I never brought up Kodak because Future to me was popping when all of these guys was popping. So just because Future's older, that don't mean he's not our generation. Future is like 10 years older than us, but we grew up on his music.
Nah, facts.
And it wasn't like, oh, our parents know who Future is. No, we know who Future is, and y'all might be Future's close to our parents' age. Like, well, not close, but he's older.
Nah, facts.
So it's like,
Future got
at
least
Kodak.
10, 11 years in this motherfucker.
I feel like it wouldn't be no Kodak if it wouldn't have been like a Future type shit.
I feel that because everybody who came after Future came with that sound. If they wasn't sounding like Drake, they were sounding like him.
Alright, so who a bigger artist, Kendrick or Snoop?
Who a bigger artist, Kendrick or Snoop? I'm gonna have to go with Snoop. I'm gonna tell you why. Snoop's been everywhere.
Snoop never won a Grammy.
Snoop never won a Grammy, and that's crazy. He's got 20 nominations though.
He never won a Grammy.
He's got 20 nominations.
He never won one, bro.
I understand.
You just said he's bigger than Kendrick. He never won one.
And that is on their part. That's they fuck up. Cause he's huge artist.
So
unless it wasn't about you said artist, maybe they wasn't saying
is they fuck up when it's Snoop. But it's valid when it's Kendrick.
I'm
like
saying,
you like
I'll say that's what I was about to say. Maybe it's more about the music. Maybe just, they felt when it comes to the music aspect, Kendrick Lamar's music it was more Grammy worthy than whatever Snoop Dogg puts out, which is.
I will say this though, I feel like Snoop more so, because don't Grammys do nominations for individual songs, correct?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure most of the time Snoop was there, it was for his songs. Maybe albums, but I'm pretty sure most of the time Snoop was there for his songs.
Well,
and when Snoop had a hit, yeah, look it up. But when Snoop had a hit, Snoop had a hit.
You absolutely right.
I don't think Kendrick Lamar hit like Snoop Dogg hits. Rolling down the street, smoking Angel, sipping on gin and juice.
Man, I ain't even finna
laid back.
I wasn't even finna go back that far, bro. Everybody knows.
Sensual seduction.
Nah, not that recent. Not that recent. Bruh, on 106 in Park
2, 3 to the
you trying to guess.
like,
You saying every single one that's lit, but it's not the one I'm
but I'm
say,
saying,
bro.
you see how many go?
Nah, you absolutely right. But you know that one. Snoop. When the pimp's in the crib, mom, drop it like
bruh,
that was on 106 in Park. I feel like
for
from the time,
years.
from the time I
years.
was 5 to the time I was 8 years old. That shit was on 106 in Park, bro.
I can't even lie. That song
right there, for real, on the beat, bro. You got Pharrell on the beat in there, rapping like you rapping, bro. It's like, nah, y'all should have won the Grammy for that. I wonder if that's the one. Bruh, that's a classic song. That's a classic song right there.
And it did, bro. I'm pretty sure it was nominated for a Grammy, but it didn't win one.
No, bro, because obviously
he has none.
He has none.
He has
and
none.
It's crazy. It's crazy you bring that up, man.
And bro, I'm saying that to literally say is like, I personally, I feel like at this point, who gives a fuck what Billboard say?
Who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck what the Grammys say? Like, everybody in the world know who's the biggest artist. Everybody in the world know who's this and who's that when it comes to the music. We speak for it. We stamp that shit, bro. Enough people done said no. Kendrick should have won the Grammy. Enough people said no. Put some respect on Future name. So it's like, these conversations, they're always had, and there is just no clear freaking like solution to it. But the only thing I can say is like the billboards, the double XLs, the Hot 97s, like all that stuff like that, man. No offense to them and their platforms, but it's like, man, who cares what they say, because that's not really the truth. That's what's being pushed. Jay-Z being the best rapper of all time, like, so, and I'm not even a fan, but so fuck Eminem.
2005, Drop It Like It's Hot was nominated for 2 Grammys. Best Rap Performance by a Duo and Best Rap Song. And it did not win.
Who won?
I'm about to, bruh. That's why I'm not really talking back to you.
2005?
2005, bro.
The only person I could think that could have won a Grammy in 2005 was 50 motherfucking Cent.
It had to be fucking Candy Shop or something.
It had to be 50 Cent, bro.
Bruh, we gonna be right. Watch me right.
And if we right, it's like, bruh, we know music, and that's just subconsciously. Like, we don't even be talking about old music and stuff like that. Because this is not a hip-hop podcast, you know? We care about hip-hop, but
yeah, we be talking about that thing, you know?
Yeah, don't put us in that box. Don't put us in that box. Dr. Umar said something in an interview that was very interesting to me. He said there is an incentive to make, predominantly African-American children. It's an incentive for schools to have them more special ed children, or more children that classify for special ed.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with it because, I stutter, right?
Yeah.
In my elementary school, they pretty much tried to put me in special ed because I had a speech impediment. Nothing was wrong with my grades or nothing, but they tried to,
maybe it was just much broader back then. Maybe it was just a much broader thing. Unless, because did they actually have like a speech impediment specialist?
That's the thing. They did. They have these things.
Okay.
They do those things based on your behavior as well.
And that I know because they try to put my brother in, especially because I hate acting.
Exactly. So they neglecting my grades. They just more so looked at my behavior. And part of that process to get put in special ed, you got to take an IQ test. I take the IQ test. My IQ come back at 100. He's fucking smart. He's not special ed at all. We actually need to take him from the classes he's in, and we need to put him in gifted classes.
Nah, facts.
And I'm. But yeah, that what Dr. Umar said, it really like struck a nerve with me, because it's like, I can believe that y'all out here just classifying kids as special eds, especially if they wake up on the wrong side of the bed that day and go take their test, and they actually test as special ed. They don't take it as serious, this, that, and the third. Because schools get paid for special ed kids. They get paid, like, they literally get money for having special ed kids. You know how people get paid for being foster parents?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that with public schools and charter schools.
Guess what song it was?
What?
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you this: 50 Cent was wrong. Who's the only other person who could have got a Grammy in 2005? Because this was actually he was actually gonna be my second guest too. No, Kanye West.
Jesus Walk.
You didn't even see the fucking song. You didn't see. I told you. I that's why I said I know you're guessing, bro. I know you're guessing because he's the only other person who could have won.
I ain't gonna lie, Snoop.
Yeah. Most definitely, because I ain't much gonna lie. That was the. No, that wasn't the one where he had that fire-ass music video that he made on his own. That wasn't that. That was the Jaw song, the one where he
Through the Wire.
Through the Wire. Yeah, that was Through the Wire.
That Jesus Walk, I ain't even gonna lie, Snoop.
Yeah,
you wasn't fucking with that. You wasn't fucking with that one.
Even Pharrell couldn't get you right.
You wasn't.
Pharrell couldn't get you right with that one though.
So do you think Kanye took the spot as the top producer after that? Like, not top producer, but like best producer of the generation when he outdid Pharrell for the Grammy? I think because after that, what did Pharrell do after that? Because I feel like Pharrell definitely did something.
No, that was never. It was never taken away from Pharrell. Pharrell definitely did multiple things after that.
Yeah.
Pharrell, yeah.
Nah, he did this song with Uzi Vert called Neon Guts.
Nah, shit's fire.
Oh, you heard it?
Of course.
Higher than Elon Musk.
Bro. Of course, bro. Pharrell produced the whole Despicable Me soundtrack.
Oh, wow.
Bro.
All Kanye did was marry Kim K.
Kanye married Kim K. But Kanye changed the game. Kanye
Yeezys. Like, I'm see, people love giving Kanye fashion. No, I'm not budging on that. Yeezys, yes, he did that. He changed the culture. Fashion, he did. You know what? I retract that. He did, because a lot of people started taking his style and his ideas when it came to his clothing. So he did affect fashion.
He was the backpack kid.
I didn't like it.
He was the backpack kid.
And I wasn't even talking about way back. I was talking about like the more so like,
oh, the Yeezy era.
Yeah, the Yeezy era. But
long
you actually right. The polos.
Mm-hmm.
He really like. I saw Kanye wearing like shit Ralph Lauren polo bucket hat back then. Like how niggas was dressing like when we was in middle school. Kanye had that back then, and that was like 3 or 4 years before we got to middle school.
Yeah. So
that boy low key always been like just a little step ahead of the game.
I don't know if we talked. Did we talk? We didn't talk about Drake on camera. Did we?
No.
That was earlier.
Nah. We didn't
Because
we don't be talking about Drake in our free time.
Nah, I gonna lie, don't get happy because of what I'm about to say. Speaking of Yeezys, bro, do you see all the shit? You realize all the shit that Drake talks about Adidas, and I had just really got put on to the fact that he was actually finna do a deal with them.
Yeah, the
Mans was finna sign with them. He was finna name the shit Adidon. The song that Pusha T dropped, the story of Adidon. That's why he named it that, because he was gonna name the Adidas brand after his son Adonis. That's how he was pretty much finna bring it out. Pusha T was like, nah. Pusha T dropped that shit.
Wait.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Kanye told Pusha T?
I don't know who told,
but it had to have been somebody in Adidas that knew the idea that probably fucking told Kanye.
And Pusha T heard about that shit. That boy said, you a deadbeat playing Border Patrol. You don't even let your son come to the States. I was like, yo, this is why they say that this is Drake's biggest loss, and nobody's talking about it that much. Do you know how much control you gotta have over that shit? And it's like, when he dropped the shit, bruh, it was right around the time where Drake dropped Scorpion. So that's why I was like, it was kind of, put to the side, because, Drake dropped an album. Ooh, Drake dropped an album. Oh shit, 30 songs? Oh, we in this shit, but that bro took over like the whole summer. But before that album dropped, oh yeah, we found out you got a son, my nigga, by your enemy. Your enemy put it out there.
And then to find out, no offense to her, but to find out who the baby mama was, it was like, damn, is that why you hit her? Is that why you hit him? Because of who she is? It was just, yeah, like, he took a big L.
No, big L. Big L, because it's like, it's nothing.
So, I have a question. So a nigga can hide their son in the school, like, I'm around you, chilling with you, you a whole father, you don't even say nothing about it. Like, I could crack a joke on, oh yeah, man, you ain't got no kids, you don't understand it, you right, but you got kids. But a nigga snitch, his career need to be over. So a nigga could hide his child, and it's alright?
Like, it's crazy because that whole situation goes back to Jay Prince again, because after the story of Adidon came out, Drake had something ready. I will say that. Drake had something ready.
Yeah, Jay Prince was like, he told him, this is destroy lives and family.
He told him, don't put that out. Even though I feel like Kanye kind of pretty much put on the table a lot of what Drake probably was going to say. When Kanye started going on those rants about like shit that Kris Jenner did and stuff, and how everything be going on over there, I feel like that's probably some of the stuff. If Drake would have dropped that, we would have found this out a couple of years ago. Kanye wouldn't even be having this problem right now. We gonna listen to Drake. Oh, Drake said it. Oh, it's true.
I personally feel like it ain't much he could have really exposed by Pusha T.
No, yeah.
I don't think there's much he could have really exposed by Pusha T.
The only thing he could say about Pusha T in the first place is about his wife. He just mentioned his wife, and I don't even remember what he said, to be honest. I don't even remember what he said. But he mentioned, his fiance at the time. So it's like, and that's what Pusha shit. And Pusha T said, bro, you mentioned my fiance, let's talk about your baby mama. let's talk about that. You bring up mine, let's bring up yours. and you thought it was a secret. Nope, my boy, it wasn't. Pusha T knows. King Push knows.
Yeah, Drake.
Oh yeah, that shit was, and it wasn't even that long. It's not a long disc. It's not long. That shit just straight to the point. And you know how he rapped. So it's like that shit was straight to the point and over with. I was like, yeah, I felt you, bro. You ain't even have to say much.
I just really feel like that's crazy. That nigga never not once got considered to be canceled. But he a child.
He's the biggest artist in the world, bro. He's currently the biggest artist in the world. It doesn't matter what people know that Drake bites. People know Drake low-key a fraud. People know Drake don't have no identity. But people keep listening to him. He keep dropping shit that's like, even if you don't like it at first, you hear it again and it's like.
But that's the thing though.
Next thing you know, you're seeing it the fourth time.
Who's really people? Because let's be honest.
Whoever that 6 billion.
Nah. Who's really listening to Drake?
Whoever that 6 billion stream was.
Bro.
Whoever them people is. Whoever the people was that made him number one on the stream in 2022.
We gonna act like we don't know better? We gonna act like we don't know what's up with streams?
Hey, bro.
We don't act like when our dogs ain't put us up on the game about streams. We gonna act like that?
Listen, I'm pretty sure everybody who was on that list probably done dabbled into that. And even if they not
if
the
you're
ones
signed
who did,
to a label,
that's what's going on.
Streams, yes, they getting puffed up. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think nobody really ever sat down and asked who's really listening to Drake. The concerts is one thing. Concerts is people go to a concert not even know a song. People will literally not even know a song and be at the concert.
I'm gonna tell you what Drake does that people at first thought was genius and now they starting to see through it. You know who listening to Drake? Jack Harlow fans listening to Drake. Lil Durk fans listening to Drake. Future fans listening to Drake. Everybody who he feature with, that's who listening to Drake. Because that's all that nigga does. He gets on features, he bites. He gets on features and he bites. If he want to sound like somebody, he gonna sound like somebody. I was watching the video, that song "Back Outside Boys" on Her Loss. No. Nah, it's one of the single songs that he did on Her Loss with 21 Savage. Back outside, boys. Okay, well that shit. I was watching the video and somebody was like, Lil Yachty is doing the ad-libs to that song. And if you really listen, it sounds like a Lil Yachty song. All he did was just bite Lil Yachty and then have Lil Yachty do the ad-libs. And I'm like, I fucking hear it, bro. So, again, who listening to Drake? Lil Yachty fans listening to Drake. It's like, who listening to Drake? Lil Baby fans listening to Drake. The Dash, the Digit, the Schedule, Busy. Now they listening to Drake. That's what he do, bro. That's just what he do.
I'm just saying. No. I hear what you're saying, but it's like, I'm gonna keep it like G. When I'm in a club, when I used to be in the club, didn't hear Drake. When people were listening to music, when people were even playing music a lot of times, like just playing music off their phone, really didn't hear Drake. Like, I can honestly say, in my life, I have never heard anybody just playing Drake. Like, if I heard Drake, it was probably because I listened to it. Mm-hmm. Or you know, of course, yeah, I've heard people playing Drake, right. Drake, but no, like for him to be the type of artist that he is, it's like, you know, I use like Kodak Black. I understand why Kodak is at the level he is. Like, I know a lot of people that listen to Kodak that say they like Kodak. But Drake is like, now, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I don't really.
Some people
I don't
could
really see it.
Some people could say that even with the fact that now he's not what he used to be when it comes to like that real shit that people really like became
Middle
fans with
school,
him for.
yes.
Yeah.
Middle school, high school, yes.
Middle school,
we
high
were
school,
all
it was
listening to Drake. Everybody
all
was listening to
Drake.
You saw it. You saw it.
Exactly. Now I'm telling you, if somebody if somebody is listening to Drake, it's because they're listening to Drake and somebody else. They're listening to Drake and somebody else. People didn't listen to Certified Lover Boy. They listened to the song. They listened to In the Bible that he did with Lil Durk. They listened to the song he did with Jay-Z on it. That's what they listened to. Same thing with Jack Harlow. People didn't listen to Jack Harlow album. They listened to the song he did with Drake. It's like it's a feature game now, bro. It's a big ass feature game. And that's why I feel like people will say at the end of the day, that's one thing that Drake probably did do for the culture is he put people on. Because once he did hop on that feature, Kodak Black. We knew about Kodak Black before Drake was dancing in that airplane. But once Drake danced in that airplane, everybody know flocking. Everybody know flocking. So it's like he did give his attributes too. He did contribute what he contributed. However, I think he changed up too much. Like his image kept changing, and that's the shit that made you losing your credibility now. I feel like you losing your credibility now with that. Because when you put out Take Care, nothing was the same. You had us in a chokehold, bro. You had us, bro. And then you won a rap beef with a street guy. Oh, you had us, bro. You didn't really have to change.
That's
where
the
moment.
Change
Yeah,
started happening. No, and it wasn't after he won. It was that rap beat. That's what really. That's what really took Drake to that. And because the whole time when he got Meek in it, I'm like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I know Drake dropped the first diss, right? And Meek dropped the War Pain. Meek slaughtered Drake on that shit.
Right.
Meek slaughtered Drake on that shit. When Drake dropped back to back, that is what Kodak did to Jack Boy. Now this is the picture. How much time we got? Because I don't want to get into no good shit and we about to stop.
Man, I never pressed start. So
Let me check.
yeah. Go check that shit, man.
We got 2 minutes. So we're gonna be right back.
Alright, yeah. We'll pause that real quick. I'm on point this time.
So yeah, the Kodak and Jack Boy beef, right? The first song was, I think, Jack Boy. I think Jack Boy dropped the first song. And then Kodak dropped Super Gremlin. Went crazy. Like, went crazy.
That's why, and bro, that man was performing that overseas.
No.
Out of fashion shit.
Went crazy.
It's crazy, bro.
But what people don't mention is Jack Boy dropped a response to that song called Renegade.
Yeah.
The song was actually good. Like, if you were non-biased, you would have said, yo, Kodak's song was good, but Jack Boy really hopped on the old school diss beat and really dissed him. Like, he didn't make a hit. Jack Boy dissed him.
Meek Mill did the same thing.
Meek Mill, that's my bad. That's
go ahead.
Let me cook.
Let me cook, bro.
I
got you. My bad. Go ahead.
Meek with War Pain. That beef should have been over right there.
Mm-hmm.
I let you hold a DC chain, nigga. You was all on my dick, bro. That's it. Like, not that that's it, but it's like, bro, he's dissing you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's dissing you. What did Drake do? Drop a hit.
He dropped the hit.
He understood who he was beefing with. I can beef with you, nah, but I can't talk shit like you. But I can make a better song than you.
And he didn't even talk shit. He just talked spicy. That's what he did.
It is. I wouldn't even like talking spicy is the perfect words for it, because it's like literally, you know, you ain't got nothing to say about me, so you gonna use the fact that my bitch is rich against me. Is that a girl tour? Is that a world tour? You girls tour?
That boy did say trigger fingers turn
Oh,
to
the
Twitter
Twitter
fingers.
fingers.
Though.
Okay, like that's hard, but it's like, bro, that applies to you too.
Again,
That applies to you too,
he
cause
just talk spicy.
exactly, like, and that's what people got ate up in. Like, oh, this is like, bro. Everybody know when it come down to a rap beef, it's not necessarily about who was more entertaining. It was about the bars.
This is true, but for them out there, it's no losing.
And I was just saying that to say Drake won that rap beef because he was more entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
But once you fuck with Pusha T, nah. Pusha T, he really battle rapped you. That's what battle rappers do. They dig in your past and they find stuff and they bring it up so everybody can hear it about you, so they can see how you gonna respond to it.
That boy really,
Like, he really did you like that.
then dropped the album of the year that year.
And that should have been the thing that, honestly, that should have been the thing that slowed Drake down. And that's what showed me that he's the machine. When they talk about, oh, these rappers be having machines behind them, Drake is the machine. Drake will only stop for two reasons. When he wants to stop, or the fucking law. That's the only things that can stop Drake from being on top. If he wants to stop himself, or God forbid he get in trouble. Because that's the only things that can stop him.
Because what he gonna say?
He hit his son.
I wasn't hiding my son.
I was hiding the world from my son. It's like,
he know
no.
how to respond.
Bro, no.
That's when Jake gonna come back and he gonna talk spicy to you, man.
No.
He gonna nah, listen, man.
So, and for that reason right there, you know it's not authentic. That's just the thing. It's just not authentic.
You ain't rapping, bro. You singing a song. You wrote that. You had to think about it, write it down. Yeah, that's a fact.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just the facades.
And we can hear it. I don't think that's what he missed. Like, we can hear it, bro. Back then when you was making your songs, bro, we felt you, bro. We felt the real.
Yeah.
And we started, trust me, when we started feeling when you started turning on this facade too. We felt that. We felt that. You wear it on your sleeve, my boy.
It was the Jamaican accent for me. It was the Jamaican accent.
Let me tell you what he said though. And now here again, that's why earlier I gave him his flowers about his contributions, because he said that everything that he ever adapted, he didn't just adapt it. He put people on from the culture that he adapted. And I was like, okay.
Well, okay, this is my thing, right? I get bruh, it's like, what's the difference between him and like a 6ix9ine though? Like, if we talking about it like that, a nigga adapting to his culture, okay, you giving him a feature, so that's like your way of paying to be around him. You giving him a feature with no robbery, no gun. Like, let's just keep it G. Robbery, no gun. You around them because they know who you is and what you could do for them.
But the thing is, you don't have to turn into them.
that's the thing. Where do you feel like you have to adapt what you was around? Like, I can understand if you just joking like, oh yeah, real bad Montine. Like, I could get that. Everybody throw a little Jamaican accent on when they
That
just
boy
fucking around.
That boy is not playing.
Yeah,
He's one of them.
It's like, bro, I fuck with Drake. I fuck with his music and all that. But what I don't never understand is why he never got held to the standards as the other bitch ass rappers. Excuse my language, but that's just me keeping the G. Why he never got held to the standard as the rest of the bitch ass rappers. Like, I'm not saying he's a bitch, but again,
that's a question. I ain't got no answer for you.
Like, literally, like, 6ix9ine was around tough niggas. He got on the stand and snitched. So who's to say these niggas don't realize Drake the way he is, but they know they could use him to get to the next level, and that's why they be around him. I understand perfectly why 21 Savage and Drake looking like they got the perfect thing going on. You heard 21 Savage's dad talk? I heard his dad talk. He has a strong UK accent. Pretty sure his mom got an accent too. But this nigga sound like he from Atlanta? And he grew up in the UK? It's like, come on, man. Like, we gotta stop this shit. Like, bro, I get it. The niggas did what they do. I get it. I get it. Like, y'all successful, y'all this, y'all that. But it's like, man, there's a whole lot of motherfucking pretending going on. And I ain't saying Savage ain't a savage. I ain't saying that. But bro, your ass really from the UK, dog. And like, I don't see why you ain't embrace that.
I'm not
type
even gonna,
shit. Like, why you ain't embrace that? Like,
I'm not
Drake,
even
from
gonna
Canada.
say,
why you don't embrace that?
I'm not even gonna say they pretending no more, bro, because
they believe it not.
They believe.
This is a delusion.
He believe, and that's why I said, bro, you don't have to actually turn into them. But bro, he adapts so much that he starts to believe, like, yeah. But I like eyes and ears and O's, like, bro, you're not from London. You're not from London. You're not a top boy. You've never been. You've never been that. You've never been that,
bro. That's a lot of. I feel like that's a lot of niggas that's probably in the streets. Like, bro, you not that. Why you still out here trying to do that? Why you don't go get a job?
It's a lot of fake in the streets.
It's a lot
just cause people gangster don't mean they're a real nigga.
Hey, just cause a nigga sell weed don't mean he's a criminal. This nigga just sell weed.
He
like,
just sells weed.
What he do is illegal, but he's not a criminal.
He a criminal on paper.
He's really a law-abiding citizen. He's a criminal. If you rob him, he'll probably call him.
That guy wouldn't hurt a fly.
It's a big bro, and that's the thing. It's like, I really feel like this conversation just kind of just led to the fact of how so many false narratives get pushed to people in real life. Like, y'all are faking. Clearly y'all are faking. But they don't know that. So now they're taking these things and they're like applying them to their real life where it don't fit. Like, regular women saying, oh yeah, we're going down a rabbit hole right now. Mm-hmm. Like, regular women saying, I want a man that makes 6 figures. You are right. You should want a man that makes 6 figures. Mm-hmm. Hell, you should want a man that makes 8 figures. But you only make $40,000 a year. You are not in the demographic of men that make 6 figures a year. You yourself don't even make 6 figures a year. So the fact that you could want that is the fact that you feel like you deserve that. You pass on the man that makes the same amount as you because he doesn't make 6 figures. And it ain't just the women, it's the men too. Be on Instagram looking at all these girls looking like this, doing this. You think these like regular girls out here is supposed to look like that? Like, bro, why won't you talk to her? She doesn't have to have a BBL. That's what a natural woman's body look like. That right there. Mm-hmm. That's what it looks like. What do you mean she ain't bad enough. What do you mean? She's a regular woman. That's not a natural woman what you fantasizing over. That's not natural. Women don't look like that.
Every time somebody pick up that phone and go on social media, bro, they trying to live a life that, bro, that's not theirs. Like that's not your life, and you believe that you it's like you believe that you live in this life, and now you starting to allude to the fact that you deserve certain things. It's not even in your tax bracket. I gotta keep going on social media and seeing people getting stuff.
I have 1,000 women call me handsome on Facebook. You wanna know why I don't believe that? There's never been a day in my life where 1,000 women came up to me in real life and said I was handsome. It's never been a time where 1,000 women came up in one day and said you're handsome.
Mm-hmm.
Or told me, hey, I like what you got on. Never have 1,000 people told me I like what you got on in real life. It's an illusion. Like, and people really don't realize that. And one thing I need y'all to understand about social media too, bro, look at what they push and look at what they don't show you. Look at what they push. Like right now, there's something going on Facebook called Watch My Story. Bro, it's like,
and it's really like, it's but
I watch them because I
easy.
can't believe that. Like when I click a Watch My Story, I'm expecting a certain thing. Now sometimes I'm surprised in comical ways or ways that I'm disgusted, but I'm usually always surprised when I click on them. But I click on them because I just want to see what is social media allowing, because I know they can block you based on what you post on your stories. The conclusion I've came to, bro, social media has no problem promoting sex, whether that be protected or unprotected sex. And to be honest, majority of the sex that's shown on social media is unprotected. If we keep it G, it's unprotected sex. So it's like,
let's not even talk about the fact that some of the shit is most likely underage.
That you don't know how old some of these females is that's doing what they doing. Some of them are. I saw something where a man had his whole forearm up a woman's anus, and like this was graphic, and it wasn't even no beware before viewing, like none of that. Just nothing. Wasn't blocked, no nothing. So it's like, to tell me that someone could be blocked of telling someone else you sound stupid when they're being a racist, I could be blocked for that because I'm saying they sound stupid. But clear, honestly, disgusting sexual content can be posted and it's not a problem.
It's so easy to find a naked woman on the internet,
bro. Porn.
It's so easy.
You can just act like you can literally see two people having sex almost quicker than you could like pull up the fucking periodic table on Google, bro. Like you can.
There's a website where you can literally watch people live do sexual shit.
This isn't OnlyFans?
No. No, it is not. It is live streaming sexual content.
And
it is live streaming sexual content, bro. It is. That's why I said, bro. It's so easy to find. It's so easy to find sexual content on the internet nowadays. Just like you said, it's probably easier to find that than to find somebody who can do your taxes.
So my thing is, how is a person's opinion something that can get them banned from the internet per se? Yet prostitution is most likely still illegal in most places. Prostitution is still illegal. But it's okay if you do it over the internet and put it on camera.
It's not prostitution, it's sex work.
is sex work. I just don't get how a woman, I only say woman because I don't see men do it. Not that men don't do it, but I'm not friends with those guys. I don't follow those guys. I don't click their videos.
I don't know any personal guys.
I don't know any guys
those in that stuff.
But I literally seen a woman say, for this amount of money, I'll send you the full video. And the video was supposedly her getting stretched out. And it's like
pushed in.
It's like, wow.
Oh man.
I blame social media because if social media never told y'all that y'all can do this and get paid for it, y'all wouldn't have did it. I blame social media because the majority of women are not prostitutes. That's why I blame social media. How is it that all these women are on OnlyFans, but all these women wasn't prostitutes? I know the difference between doing it on camera and doing it in real life. Like I know the difference, but it's like,
other than the camera, that ain't one.
It's not, because a lot of these things that people are doing, some of them, it's not really like OnlyFans content. Nah, they just doing this. This is just the stuff that they do. This is what they do, and they just film and they get paid for it. Some of them, a lot of them, not porn stars. They are not porn stars.
Mm-hmm. No, in fact,
they just do stuff on camera, and it's like, you telling me a platform was really, not only was it created for this, but it's like, government, we ain't finna like, we ain't finna do nothing about this. Like, y'all had online gambling commercials. Y'all don't think y'all should have like OnlyFans commercials?
You know what it is?
How's this healthy for a man to be subscribed to 10 accounts? How's that healthy?
Top 1% want it just like that. The top 1% want us to be able to find porn whenever we want. Top 1% want us to be wasting our time doing everything that's going to distract us from getting that bread that they got.
And not necessarily even, bro. You got to think about it like this. Women are getting more demanding nowadays. Women are way more demanding. As far as, I want this before I let you do that.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot of men that's like, no, I'd rather pay $5.99. And she'll send me a picture. She'll send me a video.
Mm-hmm.
And I got that forever. This shit gonna eventually, bruh, it's gonna,
You're going to be able to buy sex in a can.
like, real shit, bro. Nah, we talking that shit, man.
Oh, facts.
Yeah, we talking that shit right now, man. Nah, bro, that's why I said earlier, man. We could blame these white people for all our problems if we want to, but at the end of the day, are we doing anything that the white people doing? We trying to do anything that they doing to succeed? Type shit. And a lot of us is, but a lot of us ain't. A lot of us don't even know what our credit score is.
I was just about to say that. I was like, you know what? And the thing is, I ain't even going to say that we not. It's just,
It ain't the majority, bro.
It ain't the majority of us.
Bro.
And then whenever somebody who is doing it does try to, put some people on, the majority don't catch on.
Or they call him a scammer. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, they call him a scammer. Anytime a black person try to put you on to something but they charge you for it, he's a scammer. He cut his comments off.
Retraction. Listen, man. Hey, we make mistakes.
Hey,
we make mistakes, man. But
hey, shout out to Kicking the Podcast PR.
Shout out to
Kicking the HR. Nah,
it's the PR.
Yeah,
PR, right?
PR.
But nah, man, nah, for real. That's why, like what we was just talking about earlier, like that's why the YT people, the man,
No,
it's
just
YouTube.
white people. Like it's white
it's YouTube.
people. That's not and that's the thing. So you telling us we can't even call them white people?
And that's
They call us black people. They feel like that's very respectful to call us black people.
we can't call them white people though.
White, you know that's just a little, you know. So what do we call them? I don't know, just you know. People call them Caucasian. You know.
Yeah, because it's like whenever we call you, look at this Anglo-Saxon. It sounds all y'all shit sound
Like it sounds
bad.
crazy.
All y'all shit sound
You can't
bad.
call y'all those people. That's very racist.
That's
right there.
And I was just like, nah, you're not giving me nothing. You're not giving me nothing.
That's taking back to the 40s, baby. But it's back to the 40s with that one.
But at the end of the day, what they gonna do, then people gonna do their research. Then people gonna do their research. And it's easy to do research on something that somebody already started to make it better.
And that's one thing I realize about white people. It ain't even really that they come up with shit. They just tweak shit. They just make shit. They make shit better. They don't really invent nothing. Like if you think about it, white people don't really invent nothing. It's like every other race that be inventing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And white people just say, okay.
The white people, they patent it. They okay, you made it, cool. How we gonna make the money?
Okay, great, gotcha.
Oh, black people, black person invented the street light.
That is true.
Black person invented the street light, cool. Let's put cameras on that bitch.
Like we said, black person rap. Oh, you rap? Cool. How you gonna get paid off of it?
White person gonna make that music label.
Alright, got you. I'm gonna sign you to this label so you can get paid.
Mm-hmm.
Whole time. You know what's going on.
Who them music labels? Now that, if y'all want any comparison to a music label, just think of a music label. The one of the top threes, you go to the Universals, the Sonys, the Atlantics. They are banks. They're banks. They're banks, guys. Y'all, if y'all want a loan that bad, man.
The craziest part about a bank, you could have $1 million in your account. You can call your account, it's $1 million. You go to the ATM, it's $1 million. You can walk in the bank, they're gonna tell you it's $1 million. You actually take that whole $1 million out, they're gonna say, no. Not today. You gotta let us know in advance.
Mm-hmm.
What? Like that, it's crazy when you find out the system that the bank is on. The bank is on the system of shit. We only can operate as long as people making deposits. As long as deposits coming in, they gonna always have money to kick back and give out.
Mm-hmm.
But if nobody's depositing money, banks don't have any money. If nobody's putting money in the bank, banks don't have money. They don't.
And you know why they tell you? You know why they tell you that? I'm gonna put it in. Everybody knows this already.
Why they don't tell you that? They don't tell you.
No, I mean like why?
Why they tell you?
Yeah, why they tell you can't get it today?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in terms of, in a way that people really understand. Like, hey, that is kind of fucked up. So boom, I put in 500,000 in my bank account. You a total stranger. I don't know you from a can of paint. You go put 500,000 in your account. Now on the computer, after I put 500,000 in my account, my shit said $1 million on the computer. But right now, it's only my 500,000 in the bank. You put your 500,000 in the bank, right? Now it's $1 million in the bank. If I go and decide, you know what, I'm gonna take out that $1 million, they need time because they gonna give me your 500,000. That's the money that they gonna give me. They gonna give me your 500,000, and then when you go and you wanna go get some money, now they gotta get 500,000 from someone else. Now you gotta wait. because now we got to go get somebody else's 500,000 so that we can bring it here so that you can get that. And yeah, that's just how we doing that shit. And it's like that's ridiculous. That's crazy. That's crazy, man, because it's like, and as soon as, boom.
It's like I'm literally giving you my money just so I don't have it. You don't even have my money.
Human race created currency. White people created credit.
No.
I was going too far with that one.
I wouldn't give that. Because credit, I would say, is very similar to the barter system. Like, you give me sugar, I give you salt. I feel like that was more so some of the first like things of credit.
Nah, I don't.
No. Nah. That's the example I use. But now, let's say you say, all right, I need some sugar. All right, but I'm gonna kill this cow next week, and I'm gonna give you the cow next week.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me the sugar now, and I'm gonna give you the cow next week. That's credit.
That's credit.
Because that's all credit is trust. That's all credit is trust. Now, I do believe that only white people could give you a numerical score based on trust.
Now, okay, boom.
Oh,
so
that's some white people shit for real.
We made credit, they made a credit score. We can say that. We can go that way.
Because the credit score shit is ridiculous. It's like, you either, I could understand that, but having a score dictate what I qualify for, and not only my history plays a part too, so I can have a score, but if my history doesn't correlate with that, I don't have nothing, and I can't get nothing.
They gave is what we was just talking about, how white people read. They gave us, they just gave us too much to read.
Yeah, you want to hide anything from a,
you want to hide anything from one of us, put it in the book.
Put in the book.
Put that shit in the book. We ain't gonna read it. We ain't gonna read it. What's the biggest lie a person tells? Yes, I have read and agreed to the terms and agreements. You didn't read that shit.
That is true.
You didn't read that shit. It's the biggest lie. I'm not even gonna say black people or white, but humans.
Yeah.
Biggest lie humans tell.
I'm not even gonna lie. I've probably read maybe a page of that stuff before.
The only time I've ever read, because the only time I've ever read the terms and conditions is when I started getting paid from social medias. Whenever they sent me something about terms and, that's the only time I ever read it. Because I needed to know, like, okay, how y'all gonna pay me, how y'all gonna blah, what y'all gonna blah blah blah. I needed to know all that shit. So
Yes, that's a contract more so.
yeah, and you should definitely.
You should always read a contract. But I'm saying knowledge, and I get it. The only way to really get something is to figure it out and find it. Like, I get that, I understand that. But what I am puzzled on is, why can't this be accessible? It's accessible, but it's like, why can't you make this accessible how you make cigarettes? Why can't
what exactly are you specifically talking about? What
the knowledge, the books, the knowledge. Like, why don't more places sell books? Like corner stores. Why don't corner stores have a book section? Like, why does not push, like, motherfuckers that have a whole back wall full of tobacco products, all type of shit that you can kill yourself with in 30 years, but not one book.
Shit,
not one book.
Do corner stores even really have magazines?
No, they don't. They may have a newspaper, but I'm saying, like, that's just,
there's no reading material there.
In general, is really nothing that pushes the idea of further knowledge. And this shit on YouTube, oh, you can drop shit, you can this, you can that. Like, I feel like social media I feel like social media is kind of destroying the society. And I know people say that all the time. But I finally put my finger on it. It's the false realities that it puts off that you don't have to do something to make money and support yourself and your family. Like, I feel like social media really pushed that narrative that you don't have to do nothing for money. You just could do something, but you ain't gotta work a job. Mm-hmm. You could live your dreams. You could this, you could that. And that's false. If 50% of the country got up and said they was gonna chase their dreams, this country would be all fucking whack. It'll be all fucking balanced. Mm-hmm. If just 50% of the essential workers said, I'm gonna go do what I always wanted to do. Nothing wrong with that. You do what you do. But understand.
Oh, there's gonna be a response. There's gonna be there is always there's a reaction to every action. That's what I was trying to say. Every action has a reaction. All of that happens. Shit, you seen what happened when not even most of the country, a great portion of the country decided to become entrepreneurs. See what happened there?
Shit, look at when everybody wanted to look at the real estate market in 2008. And everybody figured out this new easy way on how to get people a house. And all they had to do was lie on the application. Look what happened because of it. The prices dropped and the banks was like, all right, you said you make $200,000 a year. So paying the extra $50,000 a year for your house, no big deal. No big deal. Mm-hmm. Whole time you make 50. You make 50. And they charge you an extra 50. Now you can't even pay what you're supposed to pay. Of course the housing market gonna crash. Scams, a whole lot of scams is broke. Anytime I done realized anytime something happen that affects the citizens, the government fucked up. Anytime, listen, if it hits us, the citizens, y'all fucked up. Mm-hmm. If it hits the majority of citizens, the government fucked up. Because there's a whole lot of, bro, it be planes crashing every day that we don't know about. Military stuff. Missiles be about to go off, almost went off, all type of stuff happened. We don't know about it. Mm-hmm. But as soon as something hit the fan and we know, that's when we know the government messed up. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it reached us? Oh. Because we know how y'all didn't keep y'all secrets.
Man. What is this called? Smallpox. They used to have that shit like in a lab somewhere. Like they used to literally have that shit in a lab. Like to the point where it's like if that bitch fell out somebody's hands and broke, yeah, it could have been, that shit would have been released. Mm-hmm. But it's like, bro, not a lot of these, the government. Bro, the government knows every fucking thing that is or is going to happen. They know. That's why it makes no sense that our country is the way it is. Bro, why are y'all letting this stuff go on social media? Stop it. Why y'all letting racists in the... Bro, why the fuck does the Taliban or ISIS have a Twitter? Why are we not handling this? Why are we sitting up here sending money to Ukraine because of a war they fighting? Us helping is one thing, but damn, we sending y'all war aid? Multiple, what do they call them shit?
Sending them niggas scholarships.
Yeah, packages. Multiple packages on top of each other. Just sending it. It's like,
it's ridiculous, dog.
Come on. What the fuck is most important in the country? Our relationships or our citizens?
transparent is our relationships, man.
It ain't the citizens.
It's like you work for a company. That's like asking the boss, dang, bro, what's more important to you? Your employee or your investors? The boss will look at you like,
My investors,
like, well, you really want to ask me that?
they pay y'all. We ain't been making no money, bro. But that's how it be.
Man.
That's how it be, man. It be, you wonder why the U.S. fucking with Ukraine right now. Ukraine already told them how they gonna pay them back and when they gonna pay them back. Ukraine already told the U.S., man, listen, man. Y'all see them oil fields we got over there? Y'all have. Thanks for the loan, big bro. It's like, we can sit up here and play that game. Bro.
Yeah, bro.
We know what the U.S. be doing, bro. They not finna help you just to help you, bro.
Rabbit hole, man. Don't nobody want to go down. Everybody is just always asking, why we keep giving them money? Why we keep giving them money? I ain't much gonna lie. The answers are actually on the internet. You can go find out why. You go see. Go look it up. Go look it up. If you find out the information, you go down the rabbit hole. You see why we sending them and what we sending them and what it is like. Whether you like it or not, now you know the answer. Okay? Now you know the answer is like, boy, that. And we finna go deeper. We finna go deeper down the rabbit hole because this just, bro, we.
I about to say,
it's just a rim job. We.
Wait, oh God. Oh God. Yep, that one woke me up.
Yep. It's just a rim job, man. We just on the edge. Right?
Oh yeah, no. I find it funny how all the accusations and Pete, CIA, FBI, if I'm not mistaken, they're not really government funded, right? Ooh, like if I'm not mistaken, they not government funded, I don't think.
Bruh, I don't know the answer, so I'm gonna go look for it.
Because if I'm not mistaken, a lot of their funding comes from the shit that they see.
I ain't trying to
The
say
CIA and the FBI, I think a lot of their proceeds come from the shit that they seize. Because they fucking, you know, when they seized the crypto investors that done scam people, right? They don't send them people back that crypto. They keep that.
Alright. The FBI received its funding from two primary sources: Congress and reimbursable activities. I feel like the reimbursable activities
shit they take. Y'all funny.
Talk about. So, Congress appropriates funds on an annual basis, which represent over 80% of the FBI's annual budget.
That's cap. Cause you can't tell me if y'all seize $30 million that y'all are getting